The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Thank God it's Friday. I'm sorry to say, I think those people that say that are a bunch of losers. Isn't that terrible of me? You see, if you're going to reach a goal, you got to work it 7 days a week, even if we have to celebrate the Sabbath, which is on Saturday. So then we go to church on Sunday. But again, we got to think about what did God want us to do. Now I'm the God. Let's see if you can listen to me and turn these up. You see, I got my first $100,000 when I was a little kid. At 9.5 in the corporation, I sent away my little money order. And you know what I did? At 14.5, I brought in $1 million. At 26, I brought in $2.6 billion through corporate structure. You might want to listen to me today. See, you got a lot of people out there basically say blah blah blah. I want them to show me what they got. Let me look at their bank account. Let me look at their car. Let me see where they live. You see, there's a big difference between blah, blah, blah and actually the truth. So this is live, and you get to have fun with me today, and I'll have fun with you. Guess what we get to do? Bottom line is no pictures, no recording. Next thing we got to think about is the goodies I obtain. I've created millions and billions. Isn't that fun? I love Lamborghinis and Ferraris. See, when I was a little boy being lost and being used and abused, eating out of a trash can, I wanted to get out of hell. So what did I do? I studied and studied and studied and studied. I wanted to make sure I was the smartest person in the room. Simple for me, because I got an IQ of 203. I'm totally recall most things. So you know what today? This is online live 6 days a week. You ready to play? You're gonna have to look behind the curtain. You can't be a duck. You can't be a sheep. See, look in front of you. You see, that's $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, and a $5 million mansion in the harbor, the largest UDOC in Huntington Harbor, and yachts and race boats. That's what I obtained. But you're going to have a 750 score. If not, guess what? Good luck. Without that score, you're not going to get any more. Now, you want 100,000? No problem. But I have to repackage you. I have to analyze you, see what you need to do, and then I'll build you that up to $1 million if you want me to. But it's up to you. See, if you add yourself to the credit system and you let me do what I get to do, and you get to follow through. What a concept. When I was training Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW Spirit years ago, that was fun. You see, I created a system that actually works. So would you like a $5 million mansion like that one? Would you really, Drew? So you have to just follow through. So understand, first thing we got to do, if you want the American dream, look at my goodies and let's see what I get to do. The bottom line is let's get rid of the BS. You see, I need to blueprint you. I need to look at your spirit, your trend, your Equifax, look at your goals, where you've been. See, if you look at today, how old you are, look at your past, that's a roller coaster of faith and persistence. Then what are you going to do the next part of your life? You let me analyze you, I can build you to $1 million to $1 billion if you want. You see, I'm online 6 days a week, and I have no excuses. All right, been online in front of people for 45 years. I just like to repackage you to have fun. My wife tells me and reminds me every day, this is my hobby. The bottom line is, guess what it is? Probably true. So guess what? 1,000 steps to millionaire. That's all it takes. Can you follow through? Can you turn these up and do what I ask you to do? If not, guess what? You can just go like you've been doing so far. Sorry. 1,000 steps to a millionaire, but then you have to learn to be a CFO. The truth, the rules, and the tools. Not a title, but driving that $1 million car. But again, my legacy is the Ray Reynolds University. All right, that's my goal. So bottom line like this, you see what I found out when I got in $2.6 billion at 26? Nobody wanted to play. I tried to offer everything for free. But then they're so busy listening to blah, blah, blah. So the bottom line today is very simple. They don't have skin in the game. They don't want to play. So you know what I do? I give you back your money 100% to times 10 in most of my programs for you. But I do it in personal business credit. Up and away. Don't worry, nobody does what I do on this planet today. And they don't help give you back your money through personal business credit. So let's play. Let's draw that diagram in front of you. Come on, draw it now. You got a corporation? Oh, goody for you. Or what did you do? Spend $5,000 for a piece of paper and learn diddly squat? That's what you did. Sorry to say, you kind of screwed up. See, corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a little filing fee. You look at Bank of America, they bankrupt 4,000 locations. Boom, 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 done. You know what they did? Every branch number is a branch number. And they have a separate tax ID. So they bankrupt the locations, and hell, they get a tax credit. Isn't that fun? You can watch Bank America, Chase Bank, U.S. Bank, and U.S. Bank, and all the banks that do it all the time. We got to look at basically what? Oh, let's look at basically Sam's Club, the largest what? Box store in the planet. Well, let's see. They bankrupt 63 locations 2 years before pandemic in California alone. So let's see. They made a decision. One location was bad, and it just sucked, so they screwed up their decision. But they get to bankrupt it, get a tax credit, and go and stay in the business. And what did you do? You brought the pain home and went, boo-hoo. That's got to stop today. That's ridiculous. Geico, they ran out of the California state last year because the rules were changing. Now, the bottom line, you know what? 11 cities have filed bankruptcy. How the blood did they do that? They're the corporation. Well, by the way, it's very simple. The United States of America Incorporated, they set up 50 corporations called states. States had a corporation called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy in the Federal Protection Act so they can wipe out the debt and stay in business. You see, your problem is you didn't listen. You didn't turn these suckers out. You've been falling like a bunch of sheep. That should stop today, please. Number one, simple. Become and will understand. Stop bringing the damn pain home. See, as a kid, I didn't like being used and abused eating out of a freaking trash can. It pissed me off. So I'd study rich and famous people, how they got their money, how they played the game. So today, I like you to listen to become that certified CFO. If you'll play, I'll teach you the rules and tools. Then you can reprogram your brain into millionaire status. Now, how old are you today? Are you a millionaire? Are you a billionaire? No. Through the corporation, you could have did that too. Million to billion if you want to, but it's up to you. You got to play and know the rules. So it's a blueprint. How about we give you the blueprint step by step? You can't even screw it up. Is that okay? We got to look at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Why? Because it's the only thing that says a corporation is a legal person. The 1%ers get to do. They don't pay tax like you. Because why? Simple. Corporations pay tax if they make a profit. If the line of credit's more than they brought in, there's no tax. What a game to play. Over here, you're we the people. That means an SSN. You get taxed before you get the leftover, and then you think your life is based on your income is based, and then you think personal credit's free money until you jack it up, screw it up, can't bring it home. You bring the pain home, you can't run a diddly squat. You see today, you can actually learn to play. So the bottom line today is very simple. My thought of this week is simple. I want you to think. Have you completed every goal list you have? Come on, you got to write it down. There's an activity sheet too. It's like when you buy cars at Fleet Price, what do you want to do? So the bottom line is each day you have to complete steps to get further away. I know the blah, blah, blah. I go 10 steps forward, I get knocked down, all these silly, stupid things, like I said. When someone says, thank God it's Friday, I just listen to their loser. I'm sorry. I mean, if they're counting, thank God it's Friday. It's like hump day. I mean, come on. These are stupid things to say. Because you got to go. Let's go get it. I don't care what damn what day it is. Let's go get it. You don't want to eat and pay your bills, but that's just up to you. See, the biggest problem in this world is you. Half of you are lazy. Sorry. And we got to be a little crazy and have fun. You're afraid to try. You brought the pain home the other day. You see, you hold yourself back. That's ridiculous. The next thing is you don't think you can do this. I mean, come on. We've had some of the stupidest people in this world make millionaire. All right? But you could do it too. You're not stupid at all. You just got to learn to play. Now, my goal is to repackage you. Is that okay? everything you do. Because I think what you do is wrong anyway. So we're going to play my way. If you want to get to million to billion. So what are we going to do? Let's think. Stop bringing the pain home. But that's only stupid people that act. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. You know, you're not stupid, are you? I don't think you're stupid. You need a good coach. You need someone to drag you up the hill. And you got to learn to play. Hey, this is my dog, my donkey Max. He's in the actually in the last acre of the estate. You know, Max is great. You see, I want to protect my ass. They call a donkey an ass, right? See, here's the problem we have with people. All right, what's the difference between hiding an asset or protecting an asset? Well, let's see. All right, if you get an asset and you protect the equity called assignment of equity, if you get sued, you're not screwed. But if you wait till they sue you, they screw you. Sorry, it's just the truth. It will set you free. Why don't we protect our ass? Again, goodies, don't you like goodies? I bought my first Lamborghini. I was 14 and a half years old at an auction. I drove it to college at 14 and a half, to Orange Coast College. Everyone thought I had a trust fund baby or a mommy and daddy. Hell, I can get that. I know what a family is. Bottom line is I had to go get it myself. And I liked the $100 million building. And the one that was $84,000 or in a month for the lease. Oh, we got one that was $14 million too. Wow. You see, most people are full of blah, blah, blah. Why don't you look at the U-Dock I park on my yacht? Isn't that fun? Always had 3 yachts in the backyard to play. And all the goodies too. You see, one of my books coming out this year is bullshit doesn't pay the bills. I think most people are full of blah, blah, blah. I challenged college and cheat years ago. Tony Baloney, I challenged him too. Show the people how to go play. Oh, they couldn't give you the goodies. Oh, the bottom line is they show what they did. Big deal. They got lucky. They maybe did some right. You see, today you got to look at the structure. See, if you have a corporation doing business, that's called stupid. When they sue it, they sue you. Congratulations. If you have a corporation like the banks and the grocery stores and the cities and everyone does, and it manages entities, and there's a line of defense, you know what happens next? The way I designed the 85 and 86? You stop bringing the pain home. You get another chance to try. Well, as long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. Put your ducks in a row. Have some fun. Repackaging you. But again, you're going to have to pay attention to that corporate umbrella. Again, you see, I think most people are a bunch of sheep. I think they waste time. They follow along. I'll bet you if you let your friends and family, somebody rip you off. I bet you your attorney and CPA let you down too. Why don't you learn for yourself what they're going to do? And that way you understand what needs to be done. Don't trust them. You see, I don't trust anybody on this planet. I never have. All right, the bottom line is it's basically it's been me, then it's God and me, and then I trust my wife now. But you know what happens too? They make mistakes as well. But again, bottom line is going to be up to you. All I know is basically, I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people, even presidents, people coming out of prison, even Freeway Ricky Ross that loves me and now hates me now. I mean, make up your damn mind. I helped your family. I helped your wife get credit. I got the 3 platinum gold cards as well, and now I'm a turd. Bottom line is, what can I say? Thomas, at least I got him out of prison for 26 years and got into a multi-million dump truck business. How about homeless people? I help them too. We can have a lot of fun if you want to play. But the problem with most of you, sorry to say, hey, you're lazy. You want fun for free. You're going to win the lottery. The other one's got to be a little crazy too and have some fun. You know what's really simple? Everybody tends to have this table meeting. They sit around the kitchen table. They look around. We're going to get excited. We're going to start a business. Oh, yeah. We're going to be on Shark Tank too. Good luck with that. My wife's been on it 3 times. So let's understand. You see, the problem is you think about starting the business. And what do? Where are we going to get the money, honey? Let's harp the house. Let's jack up the credit. Let's screw it up. Well, that's what everybody does. I don't get it. I mean, this is just stupid. I mean, people who use their personal credit to start a business makes no damn sense. You can't write up diddly squat, all right? And you back yourself in a corner and you brought the pain home yourself. You did it to you because you don't know how to play. Well, what can I say? Just have some fun today. You You see, the bottom line is you got to learn to play. A corporation should finance itself. Why would you take it from your family? I didn't have a family as a kid. I got no mommy, my daddy. Got none of that. What's a grandma? What's an uncle? I have no friggin' idea. But the bottom line is, guess what? Today, write down today's date. Let's see if you're gutsy enough to play with me. But I need you to do what I ask you to do. All right? I like yachts, $100 million mansions, $1 million Lamborghinis, and $5 million mansions. You see, today, if you write down today's date, we go after for 90 days and listen again and again and again and again. Get it here. The biggest problem, you got to learn to play. It's like when I wrote Winning the Game of Business from Repackaging America. Isn't that fun? I want to repackage you. I designed 12 books and CDs, so you can't even screw it up. I wanted to call it Books for Dummies, but that was already taken. I sold it at the Bonaventure for $5,000 a set. Olds and goals, have fun. Bottom line is you get to get a copy if you want one. Now, real estate's fun to me. You know why? I brought in millions and billions of that too. But I invented Homestead Block, or UCC one in Chatham Mortgage. If you're an expert in real estate, hey, let's go in an open stage in front of millions of people, and I'll take you on. Knowledge to knowledge, we'll have some fun. Why? Because most people are full of what? Bottom line is you want to get some real estate and learn to play, you let me know. You want to become the bank of tax balancing buckets of money? Those are books I wrote as well. You know what? Before I died in a coma in 2009, I was the largest registered agent in the world. And I sold 10 times more Nevada Corps than anybody on this planet to this day. So if you ever want to learn to become the bank, let me know. Now, all 18 books and CDs today are $9.99. Or if you invest $1,000, I'll give them to you for free. Is that okay? Now, if you start a business, you got to hold your breath. You don't know if you're falling off the cliff, they're going to catch you, or they're going to put you down. That's what happens. Good luck. See, the problem is starting a business is a great opportunity. My journey didn't start out so good. Sorry. I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital, and she put me in a trash can. She didn't want me. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Go, I got to be the whole family, too. And all she wanted to do is use and abuse me, too. Damn, everywhere I turn. But your journey can begin today if you want to play. All right? Because this is like my wife says, this is my hobby. Because I'm bored if I'm not playing with people. I'm up every day at 2:25 in the morning. I'm on my knees thinking, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. I put myself in check. What am I going to ask for help? Give me a break. Say it's got me. All right? I got nobody ever gave me $1. Okay? Unless I was mowing the yards front and back. So I put myself in check every day. Have I completed everything? Have I basically do more? You see, here's your problem. I think you listen to your friends and family. I think they cloud the direction. All right. And I think you slow yourself down. If they haven't made millions and billions like I brought into corporate structure, why are you listening to them? Now, understand, not everybody likes me. Now, nobody likes you. Put up with it. July 4, 2009, what am I going to do? I got my 3 yachts in the backyard, my race boats, and all my goodies, my Duffies, and my Sea-Doos, and all the goodies, too. All right. Simple. I'm helping people 6 days a week at the Bonaventure all the time as well. So what do I get to do? July 4th, the wife says, honey, can we take one of the yachts out with a group of people? Why not? What do? The next day, I'm in a damn coma. Why, God? What is wrong? Fun. We're making billions and millions of dollars, having fun helping people, too. But there I am. That's why I look like dead. They take the hospital actually takes a picture when you're dead. See, when they do the time of death, okay, understand something? That's for the state and federal government, by the way. See, everything is timed right. You have to understand how to play. It's kind of like when I look basically today, and I look at Google, all right, and I basically look at something. I'm going to look at what's called the life clock. It's called the life-death clock. Okay, let's watch. And this is kind of fun because this is the truth. It'll set you free. So if you look at it, it's telling us who's dying and living right now. See, it tells us. So it's a little, there it goes. See, it tells you. Now, the moment we have more people dying than being born, we're screwed. Our government bonds us each for $35 million apiece so they can print more money, especially if Nixon took the gold standard out. So the bottom line is you got to watch the numbers. They're moving by milliseconds. You see, that's how they had to have a woman who delivered a baby after Nixon took the gold standard out to sign the SSN. Baby's not getting a job. They want to bond the baby some more. The baby, mommy has to sign within 2 hours. So there I'm dead. What am I going to do? Boo-hoo-hoo. Bottom line is, I get to watch and hear my tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA. This sucker steals everything I got. Then a nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to rip out my heart and take it away. Damn. I can't seem to win no matter what I do. But then all of a sudden, things change. The presence, it's warm. Someone's asking if you want to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. Why not? That's how you get stuck with me. You see, the bottom line is you're your biggest problem today. All right, your lack of knowledge is holding you back. I moved 24 times that time. I was 11 and a half years old. I got to go to schools, and there's all these bullies. But you had to kick it or run. Hell, I'd rather die than run. You see, the bottom line here, I've been shot twice with a gun. I've been knifed 6 times, too. So I've been through everything you've probably been through and more. But you know what? You can still get it. See it, believe it, go get it. You see, the goal is simple. It's your surroundings. Have nothing to do with you. You watch people come from different countries come in here with a W-7 for an ITIN, and they make $1 million too. Why not you? All right, your problem is you. Sorry. Why don't we reprogram your brain and your thought pattern? Let's play. One of my books is coming out this week or this year. Jesus is not a drive-through. See, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment at a time. And I'm a pastor. You got to see that. But I have to ask God to forgive me because I might say something wrong. I got to ask him all through the day. You see, I like goodies, don't you? But again, it's simple. Lamborghini collection, Duffy's, and mansions. I like the mansions. And from there, I broke the record for the highest and the fastest kick on the planet in 1981 to prove white men do jumping stupid. People say we don't. I can't believe every time I hear a dummy say that. All right, the bottom line, how about race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Dogs? How about some yachts and some Ferraris? Why not? And I don't use clip art. I always put Ray Reynolds University on the side of everything I do. Because guess what? God's been good to me. If you listen to the blueprint today, you can change your life if you want to. But then you have to learn to say, see it, believe it, go get it. It's up to you. Why don't you write down Section 611 now? They say you can rebuild your credit yourself. Go for it. Now, you understand, credit repair is a fraud. Well, to go, I didn't say it. Federal Trade says it every day. They're not allowed to collect money in front, but they do. They were going to do a credit repair sweep before the pandemic. I hope they knock them out, put them out of business. These rip-off people getting, what, 100 plus a month for doing nothing, writing stupid letters? Come on. Anybody can write stupid letters that do no good. Now, we got to look at the Better Business Bureau. You got 1 million companies who won't be blackmailed by them to pay that $625. You see, the ultimate goes like Disney or KBC. See, the Better Business Bureau is a fraud. They have an F rating. And by the way, they were indicted federally. Yeah, they were even kicked out of cities. Biggest Ponzi on the planet. I can't wait till my TV radio show. I want to put them out of business and put them where they belong. All right, Ponzi is ridiculous. They might be with Bernie Madoff. Bottom line is 2020 and CNN will tell you the truth. You can BBB got busted. From there, you understand Lexington Law, CurryPure.com, same company. They have 4 government agencies chasing them. 755 complaints. Well, I just tell you, be careful there. And then we got this livestock thing that Mark started years ago. I can't believe they're still on radio and TV. They've been indicted 6 times. The last indictment's $100 million. Talk about a Ponzi and a fraud. All I tell you on that is be careful, please. So guess what today? If you're going to write silly letters to the credit bureau or hire all these flaky credit repair companies, good luck. You're not going to solve your problem. You're going to piss off your creditors so your score drops even more. You see, if you want that 750 score, understand something today. They don't have a magic wand. It doesn't exist. They don't take care of your dad. So this is where you got to man up and woman up, take care of your problem. Negotiate too. So if you truly want a 750 score, let's understand, it's not hard to do. All we have to do is negotiate any open collection account, get your debt ratio to 25, 21% the way designed for your Arbor, T or W, and Spirit too, and then a wrap and refresh. Now you got a 750. It's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. It's simple. Anybody can do that. So if you want me to help you, it's okay. I have classes all day on Saturdays and Wednesday too, so we could play. Let's give you the first 25 steps today, and I like goodies. I only use the ones that I obtained. So number one, annualcreditreport.com. Get your reports for free. Number two, I want to analyze you. I want to look at your Spirit, your Transu, and your Equifax. And I want you to listen to what I got to tell you to do. The ultimate goal is very simple. If you listen to what I tell you to do and you do it and I do my part, guess what we got? We got you 750 score within about 90 working days. Now I need you to get out your Social Security card. Can you do it for me, please? Now. You see, here's the application for Social Security card you didn't pay attention to. Sorry. Or if you did it because you had to before Nixon took the gold standard out, or mommy did it at the hospital, you just felt we have to, and then whee! I'll bet you $1 you never looked at your Social Security card and read it front and back in detail. I'll bet you about, I do this all the time. They go, yeah, you're right. See, line 1 says name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. See, your SSN was for 1040 tax return only, had nothing to do with credit. Because if you look at the card, most times it says don't carry it with you, don't laminate, and don't use for ID purposes. It says right on the card. Every time you write out an application, you're breaking the rules and the law, probably, right? Then it says government agency. It says Social Security Administration. Oh, by the way, that's the IRS, if you didn't know. So we got an SSN for our 1040 tax return. And everybody felt like sheep and built credit and brought the pain home. Is that kind of silly and dumb? Oh, well, what can I say? When you got your first paycheck from your first job years ago, you thought you were ripped off until someone pointed out the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. That makes you a sheep and a duck. Because when they sue you, you better duck. And you got to live on your leftover. Your lifestyle's your income. But then you think credit's free money, and then you screw that up too. Sorry. What you didn't look at is the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. It's simple. Understanding the rules and tools how you win a game, right? SS4. Why don't you write down irs.gov now? Write it down, and then write down 1244. You see, you can take an SSN and SS4 and file a tax return and only pay no tax ever again. Your problem is you didn't want to play. What's wrong with you? Are these not turned up today? You see, look at that form again. Let's compare the two. We got an SSN, SS5 in the corner, IRS, and then we got the SS4. So here is for credit what? Never. It's for tax return 1040. I keep hearing the stupid news going, well, they don't file their taxes, blah, blah, blah. They don't have an income. It's a 10% penalty to file the damn thing. Kick their ass. Heads. But again, what can I say? You see, the bottom line is simple. We look at the SS4. We can look at the same. Here we get our tax, we get the leftover, so it's to survive. Here a corporation receives money, doesn't pay tax, and after they pay their bills, then they're taxed on the leftover, no tax. Wow, that's hard to find. All you got to do is learn to play. I mean, what's wrong with you guys today? I don't get it. You can play all day long and ask yourself why you're not a good CFO yet in balancing the debt, because you haven't played the right way. You get one SSN. 9 out of 10 people screw that up every day. Corporation gets a tax ID, and if they sue the corp, they sue you. No wonder banks and grocery stores in cities have a parent company, and they have a subsidiary. Why don't you start with divisions? Line of defense I created in 85 and 86. If a division screws up, go get another one and another one and another one. That way you don't bring the pain where? Home. Why would anybody bring the pain home when they never had to? Oh, that lack of knowledge because they wanted to be a bunch of sheep. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain into millionaire status. So we got to compare the SSN as sheep and then the SS4 and the flying eagle. So understand today, if we want to, I can rebuild your SSN with you as long as you follow the rules and tools so you're a CFO for the corporate divisions. At the same time, I like to do basically an SS4 for you with your name on line 1 if you allow me to. I want you to learn to choose wisely and understand how you need to play if you want to. But again, that's up to you too. Putting all your ducks in a row and a corporate umbrella. What a concept. See, a division of your daisy chaining credit would make sense. See, if you all screwed up here, then over here we get a new file under the tax ID. We build them simultaneously. This one's a little faster than this one. This is one you screwed up. But if you ever want me to set up a division, no problem. No, we charge $9.99 at the office, not a problem. During your broadcast, I discount things usually half price, $4.99 if you want a division of you. Then you write down in the cell what you sell for. Simple. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. Sell now. Simple to do. Remember that form you didn't pay attention to. You got the line 1, SSN equal 1040 tax return. We have to understand that's IRS. So let's compare the SS4. Is that okay? Now remember, it says on line 1 in front of your face, and you can download the form today too. It says legal name of entity or individual person, corporation, division, subsidiary, city, grant, and that could be basically a city, a grocery store, or a bank. So if you allow me to put your name on line 1, I can set up a division of you, and the only form on planet Earth, you heard of planet Earth, right? That allows 1 per entity is an SS4. You only allow 1 SSM. By the way, it says reason to apply banking and credit purposes. So the only form that allows you to do this, you have to cover part 2. We got to play. Why a corporation? Simple. I want to buffer tax. I don't pay any damn tax, so I pay my bills first. There's a corporation. I want to have corporate credit. Because I can write off the credit cards and enter in the credit card. You can't do that personally. So why would anybody use their personal credit in the first place? Oh, that lack of knowledge again. You see, buy a car, fleet price tax, and division, and what do we get to? We get to go to a hotel, stay, and get the free buffet. That's all I want the corp to do. And then the divisions are the line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy in wholesale price, and on top of that, multiple credit reports, real estate, separate liability. Why don't you set up your line of defense? When I set up an A5 and A6, because I don't bring the damn payment on the queue, and if one screws up, bankrupt the damn thing under the federal protection if you had to. Don't have any intent to do fraud. Bankrupt that sucker. Go get another one, and another one, and another one. But you brought the pain home. Why'd you do that? Under the corporate umbrella, you could actually play and quit bringing the pain home to you. Every entity gets an SS4, so you can get some more. Now, I'll give you a statement of guarantee every time. As long as you do what I tell you to do and you listen real good, you follow through, I'll follow through and guarantee 100% for you. But if you don't follow through, own your silliness. You see, the violation is when you apply for credit during the program. When I add history to you, corp divisions, you get all these invitations. You've been pre-approved. It's BS. Bottom line is very simple today. Don't jack it up and don't apply during the program. If you do, because I paid for the first wrapper rescore for you, you're paying the next, or we're going to violate you. We might even close your case. You see, when you screw up my little design, I don't like it. And if you screw it up, you might just basically be out of the program. Oh well, the only program on the Earth, the planet Earth, actually works. So here, you got some debt under the SSN. Oh goody, remember past can't chase future. If you have an IRS problem, let's remember something today, irs.gov, under the Constitution, they have to give you a 656 and a 433AB. You could actually solve your problem there too. But it's up to you. Then we have to look at number 4. Now I want you to let me do a rapid refresh for you. I invented rapid refresh and rapid scoring 38 years ago. Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes. It was fun. You see, I like scores going up 91 points. You see this? You just showed me this last week. I get these every day and every week. All right, 611 to a 738. It's on its way up and away. But again, you got to listen and play. Getting a 750 is not hard to do. As long as you're part of the program, you do what you're told to do, you follow through, then you allow me to repackage you. Is that okay? Remember, 750 is easy. Any open collection account, negotiate the darn thing. Debt ratio 25-29%, and all you got to do is get a rapid refresh. Now you got a 750 score, and we can go get some more. You see, it's called the KISS method. It's simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Nobody's stupid. They just got to learn to play. Now, remember that 750. That's how I get goodies, and I usually maintain an 841. It's really weird. My wife maintains an 843. She beats me by 2 points all the time. I tell her because I give women better credit. She goes, honey, you're the godfather of credit. I'm just kicking your assets too. She's having fun. Now, here's what we're going to do. I want to rebuild your credit. I want to tear it apart, shake it up, wake it up. I want to do a rapid refresh. I want your butt in my classes online on Saturday. All right, soon to be in person too. And then I want to get you a 750. Now I'm going to charge you $999. I'm going to give you $1,000 card back to you so you can reimburse yourself. It's simple. All right. As we play the game, let's understand something today. During the broadcast only, it means now, 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 now. Not tomorrow, not 5 minutes from now. It means now. I like the word now, now, now. The bottom line is I'm going to discount at half price to $4.99. And then what's going to happen is you take your phone and you scan and you pay now, 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 now. If you don't, call the office and they'll be charged $1,000. Okay. When I do discount to $4.99, they do take that card to $500. The goal is to reverse you, not have you gain. You see, you take a picture, you want it this way, simple. It's called Zelle. I love Zelle. But at Winston, they kind of screwed up basically Bank of America too. But you know what? Ray Reynolds recipient, RayCredit.com, you can sell now, 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 now. There you go. From here, you get assigned to specialists to hold your hand every step of the way. That way, communication's key. Then you get back to the classes with me. Now, understand something. If you want to give us referrals, I'll actually build you $1,000 card for every referral you give me. You give me 5, I'll get you 10,000 in credit. Now, if you want to make some money, you can actually get 10% Zelle back to you. So as they get into the program, they put in the Zelle what they basically paid for, who the person referred to, and now I Zelle you back. There, you can make up to $1,000 today. No more excuses for you. But again, why don't you call 888-567-8688 today, now, when we're done. You see, your problem is you get junk mail and robocalls. You actually did it yourself because you're a voter, cable bill, or you have a corporation. Why don't you opt out for 5 years, okay? So you can get off the national mail list and slow down the robocalls too. But again, that's up to you. Now, the next thing we got to plan the problem. You see, everything I do in my life, I have to have a backup for a backup because there's always someone trying to kick my assets, or it's just the devil's trying to knock us down. I'm sorry. You probably had a friend and family rip you off. You probably spent thousands of dollars on crap didn't work. Bottom line is, why don't you play with me for a while and see what happens with that? Understand, I need you to write down safety credit. I need every card in your personal wallet to have a sticky. I want the limit there. I want you to maintain 25%. I don't want you to ever go past 29%. Ever. Line of defense. You see, the way I designed it years ago is 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That sticky will keep you the discipline too. And the bottom line is when you have a problem, I'll show you how to play with that too. The bottom line is balance your debt. There's a science behind the madness. You want a 91 point plus? I get you usually up to 200 points. But here's the thing. You're going to say, I got a job, I lost it. Wine. All right, I had to jack up my car. Baloney. Your lack of knowledge is why you bring the pain home and screw up, period. All cars use 29% but 2. No more excuses for you. You're going to get your $1 million plus. You're going to get to that $1 million dream. All cars use 29% but 2. These cards I call perfect. Why? Because they don't use the 29% rule. And on top of that, they have 2 limits, unlimited to $1 million and a paid overtime limit. So that way you don't have to screw this up anymore. This will help you balance this and get rid of the BS. All right, and before you jack up a card, always increase it too. So the bottom line is understand today, we're going to get rid of the excuses. We're going to go get it. But again, it's like when you lose your job, have an emergency, what do you do? All right, hell, I've been to hell and back. It's no fun. But God saved me too. So let's understand what happens when you lose your job, or what happens usually. What do? Simple. They run out of time. They run out of money. And the next thing is, in 42 days, they jack up their personal credit. They panic. They don't know how to play. Before you jack it up, get a corporate division, use that credit. If the division's screwed up, bankrupt that sucker and go get another one. Why would you want to be a duck and a sheep? I don't get this. But again, it's like today. The average person wastes $50 every other day. It makes no sense to me. So understand. You need $5,000 now. Oh, goody. Go ask your friends and your family. They always say no. If you're an entrepreneur, when you need it, your people around you say no. And when you got the money, they always ask you say yes. That kind of sucks. You know what happens if you had a $5,000 card? And we call it safety. If the payment, we maxed the sucker because we had to one day, the payment's $50 a month. Well, the average person pisses away and given the other day, you're going to maintain a safety credit card. Oh, what can I say? Next thing is they say you waste 140 a week. Is that true? You piss away 140 a week? By the way, understand that's 600 a month. And if I take a corporate credit card and I take 50,000 off that damn car, the payment is 626. So what the average person pisses away in a given month, you can take $50,000 and go buy 2 pizza restaurants with the drive-thru, using some common sense even during a pandemic. You see, you got to reach your goals. Ask yourself why you haven't reached them. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, why do you not have the house of dreams or the money in the bank you want? Because you want more. Why? Why? Be honest with yourself. It's called the lack of knowledge. All right, your problem is you should have did this out of high school. But me, it's very simple to say because I did it and you didn't do it. You see, I believe in God and I believe in me. When I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet and the fastest kick too, I was kicking the door jam at 10 and kicking the basketball hoop. See, white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. You got to believe in God, you. But again, what can I say? What can you do? You know, the next thing is the Nixon took the gold standard out. What happened next? Why didn't you write down Ray's rules today? Let's write down 100,000 just for the fun of it. So let's think. If we listen to Ray's rules, 100,000 of credit cards, we use 29% common sense rules and tools, that would give us $71,000 of credit. Case blanket the fan, that means shake the fan, that's a job or pandemic. But then when you use your personal credit to start a business, that's stupid. You can't ride up diddly squat and you jack it up and you just get stuck. You can't get more. You backed yourself in a corner. What are you going to do now? Win the lottery, get a raise, have a garage sale? You see, when you use corporate credit, you write up the credit, the insurance, the credit card. And if you did a corporate divisions way I designed 85 and 86, if a division screwed up, you'd probably bankrupt it, right? Because you had to, or you could. You know what? Under the Federal Protection Act, if you win, you absorb the taxation. You see, the problem with you, I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Where the blank have you been? You're not listening yet? Oh, well, what can I say? You should have your cake and eat it too. All right, use Ray's rules. Simple to save, simple to do. But you know what you get to do? Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Why the blank kept you in the first place? Why would anybody ever want to bring the pain home and jack at the cars and can't get any more? The only excuse I hear is, I didn't know, Ray. All right? I don't have excuses. There's a picture when I'm dead. The hospital took the picture. Well, that kind of sucks. But you know what? H1N1. Here's the UDOC. And what did I do? Once you Google the address and find out if factually verifiable. And you know what happens next? The devil's trying to knock us down and kick our heads. But again, it's simple. God's delays aren't God's denials. All right? You see, what I like to do is hold your hand, teach you step by step how to break even. Or especially at the boot camp, online or in person, and that way you could bring the damn pain home. Is that okay with you? And then I'll teach you to balance your debt some more. And that way you can look at the corporation today. It's a legal person. Or it's corporate credit life. If I got you 10 cards per entity, that's over $1 million. The bank's not going to hand it to you. Would you like me to do it for you too? But again, that's not legal advice or accounting advice. That's me building it for you using my blueprint. Is that okay? See, you got choices today when I repackage you, if you allow me to. So number one, again, stop bringing the pain home. That just pisses me off to no end. People give me files. I love this. I get this file over here. All right, I'm analyzing, adding to the history. Well, let's see. They jacked up this, jacked up that. They didn't do that. They didn't put a balance over here. And they still, can you give me some credit today? I mean, come on. All right. If they just do what they're told to do, the bottom line is it works 100%. So the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. And damn it, we're not stupid. But again, you just need a good coach. You know, the only one that I know on the planet that knows what I know is me. So I like to be your coach today. But if you can't listen, oh, well, at least I tried. You see that donkey, Max? I want you to protect your ass as you get the assets and never bring the pain home. Now, if you don't cover your assets and the equity when you get it, when you get sued, I'm sorry to say, you're screwed. So there's a big difference in protecting your ass today. Want to learn to play? You see, I like goodies, don't you? I got my first Lamborghini at 14 and a half years old at an auction. All right, you see my book coming out called Bullshit Doesn't Pay the Bills? Well, it's true. I got so many books. I got 38 of them ready to go. You want to play? Let me know. You see, we got choices today like the banks. They have these lines of credit unsecured up to 150. Well, like that. Would you like some checkbook money too? Up to $5.4 million? But you got to have corporate divisions. You have to have the setup, learn to play. That's up to you. Now, a corporation is a legal person. Look in front of you. Come on. This is chapter 18. Wow. When I was 7 and a half with Mrs. Hope, using and abusing the crap out of me with her son David and dropping me off the pier, she had a poker game every Wednesday night. I listened in the corner with my little notes and told me it was weird. Probably true. But you know what's really weird? At 7 and a half, I heard that. I rode basically my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. There's a library next door. I went in and go, ma'am, what does this mean? She was mean. She didn't say a word. I thought she just was being rude. She walked away. She came back with a book. Here's a Michael Vance. I wanted to kick her in the hands. Oh, well. So I read the book. I can't find a damn book on this planet that gives me step-by-step to dummy-proof it. Do this, and at the end you have this. So what did I do? I went back to the library for 2 years, and I sent away my money over to the Secretary of State of California. You can verify that too. And you know what I am? I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries at 9.5 years old. I got 100,000 credit, came in the mail back then. Wee! I got named in the movie Dave. Isn't that fun? So today, understand, if you paid thousands for a corp, that's called stupid. They're free in all 50 states. Why would you do that and not learn diddly squat? I don't understand stupidity. Oh, well, you killed money. I'm allowed to build credit reports under SS and SS4. Is that okay? So if you allow me to do this, as an affiliate, I'll get you some cash credits to the corp and the divisions. You understand, you get to write it all off. And you don't have to jack this up again because that's called dumb. You're not dumb. We got to get to the million. You got to quit listening to silly people around you and let me play. Now, understand, I did build $1 million credit for my cat. We had this big thing that we made for Sam Reynolds, a cat with credit. $1 million. We brought Sam to the Bonaventure in a cage. It was fun. You see, Harold Stokes almost turned green. And then they interviewed me for Make Magazine. I said use plastic to finance your business. Why not? You get to write it off, finances itself. See, division. Cats have 9 lives. Did you know that? The world accepts that. Why don't you have 9 lives today? Let's get out our magic wand. Whee! You see, that means you're on the defense. Under the corporate umbrella. One screws up, go get another one under the Federal Protection Act. Just don't have the intent to do fraud. Now, if you allow me to get the tax ID for the corporate and the divisions, I set up the credit reports. I build you cash credit, and then I line you up for checkbook money. What a concept. Can you turn these suckers up today, please? Now, here's 7 reasons you want me to do it. Understand, write them down. You can't take a picture. Number 1, lot of defense. All right? Cheap. Multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price, and we get to get more credit reports. Corporation has babies. It's simple. The real estate separate liability. So if you allow me to get you the credit reports under tax ID, you get to run it all off and have fun. That's how you get to the American dream and finance itself. I'm going to recommend 9 divisions if you want $1 million. But that's line of defense. That's up to you. As we do this, my question would be, if I get you a gold card unlimited up to $1 million and paid over time money too, would you like 9 sister cards? Would you like more? Simple. Hell, why not? You can actually get $1 million to $1 billion of credit and have some fun. You can leverage it every way you can. You can put a piece of property. You can put a franchise. You drive through McDonald's, says operated and owned by, and they bankrupt locations too. You can learn to play if you want to, but you're going to have to pay attention today. Is that okay? You see, you can even take corporate credit and loan it out. In my system that I developed 45 years ago, It says basically cash flow free per time. I actually own the rights of that. I could sue a company and take them down, but why bother? So if you loan out the money, you can create a cash flow of 5,000, 10,000 plus a month. I create 190,000 a month when I played my game. So if you want to replace your income or enhance it, let me know. See, the goal is simple. When I created my first matrix of basically 121 divisions loaning out money, I was bringing over 190,000 a month. Is that okay with you? I kind of like making a matrix and loaning out the money. There's our 190 a month, and Harold turned green. It was kind of fun to do that. But again, today, stop bringing the pain home. Very simple. The lack of knowledge is why you're stuck. All right. The bottom line, you just need a good coach. You want to play? My wife reminds me every day, this is my hobby. I'll play with you. I'll teach you how to get some goodies. Is that okay? I like mansions. I like yachts in the backyard. I like you, Doc. I like the big ones and the race boats too. Bottom line is I can show this to you and say, let's go get it. If I can do it, so can you. I don't have excuses. What's your excuse? The only thing you can say is the lack of knowledge. See, register the card to the division right there, D&B, because there could be a bumpity bump. Go to the Love Ride and ride with Neil Diamond. I got to do that twice. Isn't that fun? I like Mercedes too. Oh, Cadillacs. All right, Jaguars. Oh, goodies. You see, the bottom line today is BS is BS. But again, I'll hold your hand, but you're going to have to listen and learn, and you're going to have to do what I say to do, please. Everything I always get says RayReynoldsUniversity.com. It's a marketing tool. Why not? You get goodies. You want some goodies? Remember, if you get an asset, you better protect it, because when they sue you, they screw you. You don't want them to steal your goodies. Is that correct? I want you to learn to protect your ass. Is that okay? So I'm a book coming out. Bullshit. Doesn't pay the bills. I am naming all these bloodsuckers, lying pieces of crap across the board, and how they basically made billions of dollars on BS. Let's give them the rules and tools. Oh, I got a corporation. It manages divisions, a lot of defense. I listened to Ray, and I got a problem today. What am I going to do? We're going to have a mercy meeting. We, the board, vote and elect to disconnect, isolate, and incorporate. I wrote the rules for you, too. And if I can't say that division, you know what I'm going to do? Under the Federal Protection Act, I'm going to bankrupt that sucker, keep the assets, and go do it again. Your banks and cities and grocers do it to your face every day. Your problems, you don't know how to play. And you like bringing the pain home, I guess. So you can learn to play and use tax ID, too. But again, it's up to you. Division. I had 2,000 of history. I do the credit reports to tax IDs and I make sure it's set it. See, when you set up your reports for you and you follow like sheep, it took you a couple years to get it right. And by the way, today you should have learned the things I'm telling you today back then too. Now, each division is $1,000. 3 divisions, $3,000. During the broadcast, I discount things sometimes half price. 3 divisions today, now, is $1,500. You can scan it right there and pay now. If you don't, call the office. It's $1,000 a piece. No more pandemic pricing. Again, a corporate umbrella. Oh, you get money and tax IDs. Isn't that fun? It's a Zelle if you want to do that too. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. So the bottom line is if we repackage your life and bring it down to the steps it needs to be, I'm going to teach you how to get $1 million of cash credit cards. I'd like to get it for you. How about we get $5 million of checkbook money? I think that should be your goal. So you can really finance that American dream, but it's up to you. Don't forget, I'm online 6 days a week. And I will take on anybody, knowledge in any open form on the planet. I have total recall on most things, and I give 2 or 3. I like to take on the dummies, all right, because it makes no sense when they're going blah, blah, blah. You see the truth, it'll set them free, repackaging you. I've been doing this 45 years. What took you so long to show up? Are you going to do what you're told to do? I pray you do. You see, my last and final boot camp is coming up in a couple of days. 45 years. My wife says my hobby has to be over. All right, I got a TV and radio show. We're going to go to our castle in Ireland, and we're going to basically have some fun on a visit trip in 2024. But today, if you want to play, this is the year you play with me. because we're going to go on those business trips. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to take you with me. So today, understand setting the tone. All right, literally the 27th, 28th, 29th, 3 days online or in person. But the bottom line is, it's only a couple days away. And if you miss out, that's on you. I'm going to give people level 1, 2, and 3 in 90 days in specialty classes and 25,000 more credit, about 14,000 of bonuses. We're going to go to the Millionaires Founders Kit, real estate, financial system, become the bank, buckets of money, tax balancing. Now, the office, they have to sell this for $10,000. That's what it's worth. I discount half price today during the webinar with me. $4,999. There you go. And you can scan now, and pay $5,000 now. Isn't that fun? Or you can sell. But again, it's your last and final chance. And if you don't want to dance and play with me, oh well, good luck with that. Yeah, there's your Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire too. Now, I got this one that I did in 2008. I call it the Ray Reynolds Millionaire Member. This is a 6-month program. I customize you, and I basically show you how to play. But again, what we're going to do is I get to interview you. All right, we do those interviews right after setting the tone with the rest of them. And you know what we do? Interview, then we inventory you. We look at your personal business life, then I blueprint you. I find out your goals, and we're going to reach them. All right, and it's a 6-month program. We're going to Zoom every 2 weeks. I'm going to call you every week and wake you up, shake you up, and keep you on your toes. And then you get level 1, 2, 3 specialty classes for 6 months. That 100,000 I'm going to give you on top of that. I like to teach you how to daisy chain it up to 5 million. Is that okay? Now remember, it's a 6-month commitment from me to you and you to me. And at the office, they have to sell it now for $35,000. Well, that's what it's worth. During the broadcast, I'll discount it to 10. You pay in full, you save 10%. You put 5,000 down, they make a payment of 5,000 a month for 5 months. And all you have to do is understand it's my last and final one. And there's the scan for your 5,000. You can pay now. By credit card, whatever you got to do. But if you don't, oh well, you missed out the last opportunity. We're going to give you setting the tone for free. That's fun. And on top of that, it's the last and final one of these two. There's your Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Ultimate Go. I got specialty classes too. All right, 8 of them in rotation. Saturday is tax balancing at 3 p.m. I charge $999 for the specialty classes in rotation for 3 months. Now, if you just want tax balancing at one class, one time, it's $499. And all you have to do is Zelle, and tell me what you sell for too. You see, I like the checkbook money. Don't forget that. Up to $150 per entity per bank. We could get up to $5.4 million if you want to, but you gotta have corporate divisions in place. Is that okay with you? We get to play. So understand today, every cash application requires a certified CFO. I'll get you ready, and I'll even get you the card. Is that fun? Now, if I get you gold and platinum cards, because they don't have a 29% problem, all the other cards do. Now, they have 2 limits, up to 100,000. No, it's unlimited to $1 million. All right, and up to paid over time limit too. Now, if I build those up for you, I charge $9.99 to do per card. Let me know if you want one of those. From there, understand, if you want a credit line, 100,000, the office charges 10%, 10 grand. That's a good price. And then if you want 50 or 100 or 25,000, during the broadcast only, I discounted 60%. There's your barcode to pay $39.99 for 100,000 or build up for you. There's your barcode, all right, to get the 50. There's your barcode, literally for the 25,000, and you save 60%, all right, during the broadcast with me. Bottom line, if you don't do now, just call the office. I'll get you set up, but they will charge you the 10%. You see, or you can Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. You see, the problem with most people when they use their personal credit, they can't write up diddly squat, and then they jack it up and they bring the pain home. That kind of sucks. All right, what if we use corporate credit? We use the design I set up for you. We write it all off because borrow money is not taxable. And if you win, absorb the taxation. If you lose, let's make sure it's a division so we can get rid of it too. We can make sure we don't bring the pain home. And if we we retire, the bills never go away anyway. We can have our cake and eat it too. But we're going to have to follow through to become that CFO and not bring the pain home. Is that okay? Remember today, one hand says SSN. I'm a sheep and I'm a duck because I got to pay tax before I get my leftover. SS4, I don't pay tax unless I make a profit. Well, let's pay the bills first. What a concept. And you can find out his public record from the IRS. You can even go irs.gov today and you get a 1244 and never pay tax ever again. You probably pay none at all. But that's an S corporation. That's up to you to learn to play. Now, if I give you a check for $1 million today, what are you going to do? I'm sorry, you're going to put it in your personal business, your personal account. It's hypothetical anyway. I'm sorry, you're only going to be able to keep 375. Oh, well. If you put it in a corporation, you get to keep it all. That's the ultimate goal. And you pay all the bills first. So there's no profit, no tax. See how the rich and famous people do? They get their lines of credit more than they bring in. What a concept, too. So today, if we look at the United States of America Incorporated, they set up 50 corporations. Those are states. States set up corporations called cities. And then they invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act so they can bankrupt the debt, stay in business. And you could have did the same thing too, but you never learned to play. What's wrong with you? Are these not turned up today? But again, that's up to you. Just don't have any intent to do fraud. Why don't you Google bankruptcy today? Why not? You see, when you look Google bankruptcy, it says SSN, SS4. So is it you and your family going to feel the pain again and again, or corp division or subsidiary? You get to design who's going to plan the problem if you want to, but that's up to you. When I add you to my credit system, all right, understand, if you want up to $1 million, I'll do that for you, but you got to go to class. If not, I can't help you. You got to learn the rules and tools not to screw it up. And if you have a corp before you met me, what did you do? You hired a CPA or attorney and are incorporated. So you spent thousands, the average is $5,000 for a piece of paper that was free, and you learn diddly squat. That kind of ripped you off. Corporations are free. You pay a little filing fee. By the way, in California, the fee for the filing fee is free till June of this year. You don't have to be a sheep. You can learn to play. What a concept today. Here's a starter package for all of you. All right, this is a starter package. So, all right, starter package to become a millionaire corporation course. We rebuild your credit, rapid score. Articles also text you if you don't have them. If you don't, I'll hand them to you for free. I've been doing that for 45 years. Set up in level 1 with me, all right, personally, on live every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm giving you $5,000 of your money back to corporate credit. So that it's 2.5 times your money back. During the broadcast, as you play with me, it's very simple, and you're going to learn to be the CFO. I discount that price. If you scan it in your phone now, all right, or you can sell it too, because you don't charge 5%, but this one does. So scan now, but the bottom line, you get to play, and I'm going to be your coach for 90 days. Is that okay? But then I'm going to build you that $5,000 of credit, 5 times your money back. Now, the discount's only during the broadcast. When I'm done talking, forget it. Millionaire in the making. Who's 5,000? You get 25,000 of credit. Wow. You get 5 times your money back? Better than being in Vegas. Hell, why not? Nobody does what I do on the planet. Maybe you want to play. And you'll learn to be the CFO. But you know what? I discount that too. During the broadcast, you can scan and you can pay $24.99. All right. And then 5% fee on top of that. It's right there. Scan now. That gives you 10 times your investment back to you. And the ultimate go 90 days. I'm your coach. Always live, no excuses. And the discount for you is during the broadcast only. When you do call the office, plan on paying $5,000 instead. Or you can sell now. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. You see, I want you to beat your doubt and run your race. I want you to get that blank out of my way. Let me build it for you. Because sometimes some of you are lazy. All right, you got to be a little crazy and have some fun like me. I like playing. But you got to do what you're told to do. Please follow through. Getting past go, not a problem. All right, the mansions in the harbor, God's gift. Race boats and yachts with the Ray Reynolds University.com. Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. Why not? Now, can you change your driver's license for me today? Go to DMV, whatever dot initialsourstate.gov, and change the address. Order a new one. All right, P.O. Box mailing address, please. I like you to protect your privacy, but that's up to you. Now, here's the problem. You drive a car today, right? You're the registered owner. You're at that. You went to the car dealership, you let them sweat you for 5 hours. You lost $5,000. You had 9 inquiries. What's wrong with you? You gave them the piece of paper. You said wrote down last 1 inquiry and take a picture. You didn't set the tone. I don't understand. All right, that's being a sheep again and again. I'm a sheep. Stop it. All right, quit bringing the damn pain on. That makes no damn sense. I don't get this. A car is fleet price, tax ID division. Not only did I create it, I wrote the rules and the tools, and all you got to do is follow through. You see, it doesn't show up on your personal reports. You don't need gap insurance. You don't have to worry about the 1099-C. It's a corporate car. All right, you become a CFO. Wow, if you're the registered owner in an accident, there's a bumpity bump, they're probably going to sue you and take everything you got. My way, hell, they get diddly squad. I like diddly squad planning the problem, don't you? See, you got to play. You got to learn to play today. Every property you get, put it into a division. You see, you don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and try to screw you. Sorry. You see your paycheck. All right, should be a break even of your house payment. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion in trillion. Why would they pay tax? They know how to play, and there's no loophole. Bottom line is he bought Twitter with a line of credit within 24 hours. He's got a spaceship. So do the other 2 guys. Beam me up, Scotty. Go for it. You see, the bottom line is you could learn to play and join the club too. But again, are you listening today and turning these suckers up? But that's 15. You got basically 10 more to go. You see, what did you think about this? I mean, it's amazing. I have taught more millionaires to become billionaires on this planet than anybody, and I can take the actual credit for doing that. Money into more money. Reference 3 times 5. You see, I'll bet you've had some money before. And you pissed it away, and sometimes you're broke today. Well, that kind of sucks. Why don't we learn to play with money? Carl here doesn't pay any tax federally or state. He knows how to play, he knows how to listen too, and his line of credit's more than he brings in. You see, even Disney listened to me. Oh, they have $1 billion in cash. They were supposed to pay tax. Now. They wrote an IOU to themselves. It paid 0 tax on $1 billion. Borrow money is not taxable. Average money to more money. You might want to think about that division of you again. Now, when I do it, I bill credit under the tax ID. The office charges $9.99 for that. When I give it away on a broadcast like now, it's $4.99. Half price if you Zell. Don't Zell, pay $1,000. You're the one who put it up, not me. Specialist is to hold your hand and help you through the process and have fun. And you're stuck with my classes with me. Run your life through a corporation or conjunction. That's what I tell you to do, to be that CFO. But again, you got choices today. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. See, your paycheck's taxable income, right? You get the leftover, and then you basically pay the payment, gas, insurance. Why don't you yell no and drive a company car like I do? I don't understand. That's kind of silly and dumb, don't you think? But again, today, why don't you get an SS4? Let's go to irs.gov, download a form, and look at line 10. It says banking and credit purposes. It's right there. It's IRS public record. I like that. So we can learn to play. We can find out, I'm telling you the truth today, you don't have to be a duck. So when they see you don't have to duck, but it's up to you. See, Mama, she delivered a baby right after Nixon took the gold standard out. And what happened next? They got to bond more babies. So the baby gets an SSN right within 2 hours being born. Baby goes in the stroller, goes in the car, and has to go to work, right? But again, you see, when you buy a house, it's escrow, close, homestead, trust. In the future, you should buy it through the trust. But also, you have to do that too. But what happens if you have a corporation and basically you got to protect your assets as well? Now, let's say you have a house today and you don't have it in a trust and they sue you, they take it away. When you die, you're stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. That makes no sense today. You fix up a property, what do? You hire the contractor that hires the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. But when they slip and fall and cut corners, they sue you and take everything you got too. My way, heck, they get diddly squat. Planning the problem, that is. Why don't you look at irrevocable trust today? But that's up to you. That's step number 19, 6 more to go. You can learn to play. Now I get people almost every day, Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I tell them to knock off the crap. I mean, come on, who the hell do you think you are? This is planet Earth. This is the United States of America Incorporated. As long as you play by the rules, you get to win. These people that think they can do all this crap, forget it. You can't play peekaboo the IRS making a mess. If you tried it, go to irs.gov, fix your problem. Wesley tried it. He went to prison for 5 years. Again, that says what? And a 656 and a 433 A and B. You put yourself back in the system, step number 20 today. But again, why don't you learn to be an OPM? What is that? It's simple. I'm the original one too. Save 70%. You don't have to pay a bill for up to 90 days. Fix up properties too. Get 200,000 out of escrow. What do? Most people act like they're rich and piss it away. They're broke the next day. Why don't we leverage that 200,000? Raise rules, leverage money into up to $20 million of borrowed money. Because borrowed money is not taxable. Line of defense. By the way, that's step 21 called blackjack. You win again. Isn't that fun? You see, here's my office. In 2008, I'm doing up to $1 million a day, 3 states having fun. And all these ding-dongs using stated income, liars, buyers, and liars, and the brokers and the agents all full of crap using countrywide, and they screwed up the world because they were stupid. Because they thought they could lie, use stated income. 2008 was the greatest year of my life. 2009, I got to die in a coma. But what did I do? Go home and go, boom? No. I came out of the coma. My life was stolen. And I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why would I stay down? Because my stuff works. Why are you down? Why aren't you playing the game? You get to win too and use the blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. See, I got to tell you what to do because I don't just screw up my program. 1,000 Steps to Millionaire. Learn to be the certified CFO. Repackaging you and understand, protect your assets. But you got to stop bringing the pain home. All right, I'm sorry you didn't learn to play. Why haven't you been here before? Ultimate goal. All right, you need a good coach. Can I be your coach for 90 days or a lifetime, please? I like to have fun, but I want you to protect your ass. It's before somebody sues you. Because if they do, they're going to take them away. Let's protect our ass. We're allowed to. I like goodies, don't you? That's why my book coming out, Bullshit Doesn't Pay the Bills, is true. I need to pay the bills. Checkbook money, we get to do that too. We get to play. What a concept. A corporation's a legal person and may sue or be sued right in your face. We get to play. We get to get corporate credit cash for corporate divisions. I watch all this tickety-tock crap and all the YouTube and crap about corps and DBA. There's just so many stupid people talking out their butts. All right? I think we should have a room of all of them and let's challenge the hell out of them. All right? Because I want to tell you the truth. It's called the line of defense. How do I know? I invented and wrote it. So we can have a corporate umbrella. Well, corporation with tax ID and credit reports. 9 divisions would be great. That's what I'd recommend for you. But again, a division, I filed the papers or put it together. Tax ID. All right, add the credit reports, 2,000 of history. We get to play. Each division now is $1,000 each. 3,000 for 3. Discounted during the broadcast only, 1,500 for 3. If you scan now, you can sell. If you don't, you can basically use what? Corporate umbrella, tax IDs, and credit reports. We build more money. You can always sell. And then the sell what you sell for too. See, 45 years. I've been working my tail off 6 days a week in front of people online. Okay? That's why they nicknamed me the Godfather of Credit. I've been KNX 46 years. You see my last and final boot camps for you. So you might want to think this is my final year to play in boot camps because I don't want to do another one after this. This is going to be the yay! Because I got to go on a business trip, 2024. I promised my wife. And she always reminds me, honey, I'm Colombian. You don't want me to do a necktie on you. You don't play with your life. I said, yes, honey, I'm keeping my promise. So the 27th, 28th, 29th, all right, it's very simple. All right, online or in person. All right, you get to play with me, or if you want to, but if you don't do it today, oh well, you screwed up. All right, there won't be another one, so you missed the opportunity. All right, level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty classes, 25,000 of credit, 14,000 of bonuses. We're going to go to the Millionaire's Founders Care Real Estate Financial Series, become the bank tax balancing bucks to money. Kind of fun. The office sells it for $10,000. I discount it to $4,999 now. You can scan right there and pay $5,000 now. It's simple. From there, if you want just the days you go to online or in person, and you just want the 3 days with no bonuses, it's $1,000 a day. Simple. All right, it's my last and final one too. So let's understand how we're going to play. Now it's a Zelle bank transfer deposit if you don't want to scan it right away. Okay. Well, become the Ray Reynolds Millionaire member. That's a 6-month program. Last one I did was 2008. Having fun. We did create 1.3 billion in that group of 56 people. It's fun. So again, I want to interview you. I want to inventory you. I want to do the blueprint. I want to make sure you know it's 6 months commitment. I want to Zoom with you every 2 weeks. Have some fun as well. And from there, I want to make sure you understand and play the credit I build you, that 100,000. I want you to days retain it to up to 5 million. Then I call you every week to wake you up, shake you up. But again, you get level 1, 2, 3 specialty classes for 6 months. Bottom line, that 100,000 into 5 million. That's what I'm going to teach you how to do. I pray you follow through on that too. It's a 6-month program. The office now sells it for $35,000 for the latecomers. If you did it online now, it's $10,000. You can get a 10% discount. You can put $5,000 down now. 5 payments of $1,000. You can basically understand. You can scan that for the $5,000 now. All right, ultimate goal. We're going to give you setting the tone for free. Ultimate goal from that. Or you can basically look at it, sell, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Today's your last final chance. If you don't want to play, you don't want to dance, then sorry. All right, this is your opportunity. You blew. What are you willing to lose? Family? I never had a mommy and a daddy. What's a grandma? What's an uncle? What's a cousin? I have no idea what that is. Okay, so when you're being used and abused as a kid, it's like you're trying to get out of hell. Got a wife and kids now. 9, all right, grandkids, 6 beautiful children, and they're all geniuses too. You know what's really weird? I can't bring the pain home to my family. Why did you? Corporation is sued. They sue you. You're the founder. Why would you do that? I think divisions is your solution. What do you think? We played chess today. We learned the rules and tools. We both lose pieces on both sides, but at the end of the day, we both get checkmate. Isn't that fine? We get to win. I like that. Let's do it again and again. You see, if you want referrals, we'll build you credit or we'll give you cash. You can make $1,000 a day if you want to. Now, I want you to reach the dream. I want you reaching that dream. I want no excuses anymore. I want you to think to be the impossible. I've done it all my life using Ray's rules. I make millionaires in corps and divisions and train them then to be a CFO. Would you like to be next? It's up to you. But again, I got to add you to my credit system. I got to analyze you to teach you how to get the American dream. And from there, never have joint credit. Makes no sense. Buy a house, escrow close, homestead trust, corporation. I don't understand why people pay thousands for a piece of paper. It's not made out of gold. They're free. You pay a filing fee. And then a division for real estate, franchise, current business, you set up your line of defense. Raise rules. The reason I give bonus credit is to take away your excuses. It helps you finance your American dream, run it all off, and basically you'll get the dream too, but it's up to you. Ultimate goal. That's step 24, by the way. So today you got choices, the 750 score. What am I going to do? You go to class. We do the work with you and for you. We wrap or rescore you too, 750 and more. It's fun. But then what do? Tear apart the reports, wrap or refresh. You go to class on Saturday, you get your 750. Ultimate goal is usually $9.99. You get a $1,000 cash card to reimburse you. As we do this today, discounted half price during the webinar with you to $4.99 as long as you scan now. Ultimate goal, then the card you're going to get is $500 to reimburse yourself 100%. Starter package, rebuild the credit, rapid score 750. Articles also stacks if you don't have them. Normally 2,000. Set up level 1. Set up, all right, Wednesday and Saturday 10 a.m. $5,000 back to you in credit, so 2.5 times your money. As you're going to the boot camps and everything else in the classes to become the certified CFO, I even discount that today. If you did it now, scan $9.99. If you don't, then you go to the office, you pay the $2,000 fee. It's very simple. That gives you 5 times your money back if you scan now. Ultimate go, I'm your coach for 90 days. As we play, the discount's only good during the broadcast. So a million in the making, 5,000, you get 25,000 in credit, 5 times your money back. But then I even discount that too. That way you get 10 times your money back. It's $24.99, and you scan, you pay now. That way you get 10 times your money back. Ultimate goal. The other thing is you can do that discount. You can sell, bank transfer, deposit. See, everyone should be a corporate millionaire. That 1% should be 99%. Again, your banks and grocery stores do this in your face. Isn't it time you learn to play? Stop bringing the pain home. Learn to be a certified CFO and reprogram your brain into millionaire status and start looking behind the curtain. You see, we got to do our best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Ultimate goal today. All right, Zell now for the discounted pricing. If not, you can always call the office at 800-510-3338. Just plan on paying just a little more, because the bottom line is discount is doing the broadcast with me. The ultimate goal. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.